Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to say is going to blow your mind. Seriously, the stuff you're about to hear is absolutely crazy. Car lovers, get ready, because Porsche just dropped a bombshell. Meet the Porsche Mission X, an all-electric hypercar concept that looks like it was sent straight from the future. Now here's the kicker. Porsche says this thing is aiming for a 1-to-1 power-to-weight ratio. Translation? That's nearly 1 horsepower for every single kilogram it weighs. We're talking about performance so extreme, Porsche wants it to become the fastest road-legal car ever to lap the Nürburgring. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just another EV. This is Porsche rewriting the rulebook on hypercars. So stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down exactly what makes the Mission X such a mind-blowing machine, from its design to its insane performance goals, and why it could change the future of Porsche forever. Mission X isn't just some random prototype that Porsche whipped up for fun. It's part of a much bigger story. Porsche has a history of building hypercars that define entire eras. Think about the 959, which was years ahead of its time with advanced all-wheel drive. Then came the Carrera GT, which is still considered one of the greatest analog supercars ever. And of course, the 918 Spider, a hybrid monster that once held the Nürburgring record. Now, Porsche is celebrating 75 years of sports car excellence, and instead of looking back, they're looking forward. That's why the Mission X exists. Porsche's CEO even said it picks up the torch of iconic sports cars of decades past. And the fact they unveiled it at the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart on June 8, 2023, their official anniversary, tells you everything. This isn't just a concept, it's a statement of intent. Car overview and concept. So what exactly is the Mission X? Simply put, it's Porsche's vision of the ultimate all-electric hypercar. Right now, it's not a production model. It's a concept, or as Porsche calls it, a design study. They revealed it during their anniversary event in 2023, and their stated goal is bold: to make it the fastest road car around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Porsche also describes it as a technology beacon, meaning the innovations inside will eventually trickle down to future models. Realistically, if it does go into production, we're probably not going to see it before 2027 or later. But make no mistake, this car is Porsche's loudest signal yet that the future of extreme performance is electric. Exterior design. Now let's talk looks, because this car is jaw-dropping. The Mission X sits impossibly low, under 48 inches tall, and stretches about 177 inches long and nearly 79 inches wide. From the side, it almost floats above the ground, like a hovercraft sculpted for speed. The most striking feature? That glass bubble roof that curves over the cabin, giving it a fighter jet vibe. And those doors, absolute showstoppers. They swing forward and upward in a Le Mans style, directly inspired by Porsche's legendary 917 race car. The paint is another highlight. Porsche gave it a special finish called Rocket Metallic, a bronze-like shimmer that changes with the light. Below the beltline, the panels are exposed carbon fiber in a satin finish, giving it both a futuristic and raw motorsport look. The wheels are another masterpiece. 20-inch in front, 21-inch in the rear, with turbine-like fins that help cool the brakes. It's part spaceship, part race car, and 100% Porsche. Interior, cockpit. Step inside and it's pure racing DNA. The cockpit is driver-focused to the extreme. You don't move the seat to get comfortable. You move the pedals to you, just like in a proper race car. The seats themselves are slim carbon bucket shells with 6-point harnesses, locking you in place. Porsche also did something clever with the colors. The driver's side is finished in Kalahari gray, while the passenger seat is Andalusia brown. It's a visual cue that, in this car, the driver is king. The steering wheel is inspired by Porsche's GT race cars, flat on the top, loaded with mode switches and paddle shifters. The digital cluster in front of you can transform. It shows classic analog-style gauges for cruising, or switches to a full-screen track map in track mode. Even the mirrors are futuristic, replaced by tiny digital displays that project camera feeds. And sitting proudly on the dash, a removable analog stopwatch, a nod to Porsche's motorsport heritage. High-tech meets tradition in the most Porsche way possible. Powertrain and performance. All right, let's talk numbers, because this is where Mission X gets insane. Porsche is targeting a 1 horsepower per kilogram ratio. If the car weighs around 1,000 kilos, that means 1,000 horsepower. That puts it on par with the most extreme hypercars on the planet. It uses 4 electric motors, 1 for each wheel, with a central battery pack positioned behind the seats in a layout Porsche calls E-Core. This gives it perfect balance, similar to a mid-engine supercar. Charging is just as impressive. Thanks to a 900-volt system, it can charge twice as fast as the Taycan Turbo S, meaning 10 to 80% in about 10 minutes. But the big headline here? Porsche says the Mission X is engineered to beat every other car around the Nürburgring. The 918 Spiders record was 6 minutes 57 seconds. Mission X is built to go faster. Add in active aerodynamics that generate more downforce than a 911 GT3 RS, and you've got a machine that could set new benchmarks in performance. Technology and innovation. Beyond raw speed, Mission X is packed with groundbreaking tech. That 900-volt architecture makes ultra-fast charging possible. The E-Core battery layout behind the seats lowers the center of gravity, giving it razor-sharp handling. Inside, the displays adapt depending on how you're driving. Side mirrors are swapped for camera feeds, and there's even wireless phone charging built into the cabin. The body is a mix of lightweight carbon fiber and futuristic materials, including 3D printed seat inserts. Even with all this tech, Porsche emphasizes sustainability, making Mission X a showcase for their vision of e-performance. That's as eco-conscious as it is exhilarating. Production and price outlook. Here's the reality check. The Mission X is still a concept. Porsche hasn't confirmed production, though insiders believe it could arrive by 2027 or later if given the green light. And if it does, expect it to be extremely limited and insanely expensive. We're talking several $1 million, easily in the same territory as cars like the Mercedes-AMG 1 or Bugatti Bolide. So no, you and I probably won't see one at the local dealership anytime soon. This is the kind of machine destined for the garages of collectors with deep pockets. But for the rest of us, it's still thrilling to know Porsche is pushing boundaries this hard. Conclusion. And there you have it, the Porsche Mission X, a car that's equal parts futuristic design, insane performance goals, and cutting-edge technology. It's Porsche's vision of what the ultimate electric hypercar should be. And honestly, it might just reset the standard if it ever hits the road. So what do you think? Is this the car that finally proves electric hypercars can outshine gas-powered legends? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around, because we've got plenty more automotive insanity coming your way.